Hello peeps, welcome back to Big Deck Player with me, Matt Sparks. Today we are taking a look at what is called a low-cost control Paladin deck. This was posted on Hearthstone.com by lolspeed. Now, it's called a low-cost control, but it costs almost 2,000 dust to craft it. So I'm not quite sure whether it really qualifies for being low cost. It's got quite a few, it's got like 5 rare cards, or 5 different rare cards, and an epic as well. So it's not really that low cost, but it's called low cost on the website, so that's what I'm using. Okay, so let's take a look at the deck that we have. Alright, well, we've actually got a couple of heals. One in the form of Guardian of Kings, I should say, which restores 6 health, and is a 5/6 for 7, which is a pretty good card. And we also have Lay on Hands, which is possibly one of the best heals in the game, which restores 8 health and allows you to draw 3 cards as well. So that's pretty good. We also have, in the form of card draw, 2 Azure Drakes, which are fairly standard in almost all decks nowadays. I think every deck can make use of an Azure Drake. The +1 spell damage is nice, the 4/4 minion is nice, and the draw card as well. It's like it's a good all-round card. Speaking of good all-round cards, we have 2 Argent Commanders. You'll see Argent Commanders in virtually every deck, I think, at the moment. Even when they got nerfed and they lost a health and they've gone down to the 4/2, it's still a great card. It's still a great card. Now, the thing with this deck is it's all about controlling your opponent. So we've got things like, we've got 1 Acidic Swamp Ooze to try and get rid of enemy weapons should you need it. Although it doesn't always come up when you want it to, because you've only got 1 of them. So you might decide to get another one in and switch it out for something else, like maybe an Elven Archer. Although we have 2 equalities, which changes the health of all minions to 1. So an Elven Archer can take out something quite big if comboed with the equality. So you put an equality down, say on turn 8, when your opponent's just put a Ragnaros out. Suddenly that Ragnaros has only got 1 health. Oh, and an Elven Archer to deal 1 damage to it. Gone. To aid us with the combos situation, we also have 2 Youthful Brewmasters. So if you had 2 minions out and you use equality, you could put your Elven Archer out, bring them to destroy one of them, use your Youthful Brewmaster to bring it back into your hand, and then play it again and get rid of the other one. Youthful Brewmasters in this deck are really useful, especially when you have things with Battlecry. So, Acidic Swamp Ooze has got Battlecry. We've got 2 Argent Protectors, which have both got Battlecry, to give minions Divine Shield. We have 2 Aldor Peacekeepers, which their battle cry is to change an enemy's minion's attack to 1. Again, awesome for big creatures. We also have with equality, we also have Consecration. Got 2 Consecrations, which does 2 damage to all enemies. So the equality Consecration combo is really useful, and also Consecration hits the enemy hero as well. We also have, for removal and for card draw, 2 Hammers of Wrath, which is a great card. We've got a couple of True Silver Champions, which is one of the best weapons in the game, I think. 4 damage and restores 2 health. So if you're beginning to run low on health, it's great for just hitting the enemy hero in the face to just regen a little bit of health. 2 Harvest Golems, because generally Harvest Golems are a really good low-cost card. Lots of value that can be had with Harvest Golems. We have 2 Senjin Shield Masters. Now these are here mainly to try and slow down your opponent. So for example, you come up against like a Warlock Zoo deck that's all about rushing, or even a Warrior rush deck. This is designed to kind of slow them down a little bit. And if they don't have any means of removing it straight away, then it means that they have to throw their minions at it until it dies. So with the current meta as it is, which generally does seem to be playing rush decks, a Senjin Shieldmaster can slow that down for you a little bit. We've got 1 Spellbreaker, just to silence something, and it's a fairly good minion in its own right. A 4/3 for 4 is not too bad. And to combo with the Aldor Peacekeeper, when you change an enemy's attack, enemy minion's attack to 1, you can then use the Stampeding Kodo to get rid of it, which is really awesome. And then obviously if you've got Youthful Brewmasters, you can either bring the Aldor Peacekeeper back, or you can bring the Stampeding Kodo back into your hand as well, which is pretty cool. The Youthful Brewmasters also can be comboed with Argent Commander. So if you need to hit something for 4 damage, you can use your Argent Commander, hit it for 4 damage. Obviously that would pop your Divine Shield. You can then Youthful Brewmaster the Argent Commander back into your hand, and then you can use it again on your next turn, and it'll have its Divine Shield back. So there's lots of great combos to have with the Youthful Brewmaster, and also with Equality. So that's the deck. I think that's everything covered. We've got 2 Noble Sacrifice, just to kind of give some of your minions a little bit of extra protection. But that's the basic deck there. I think that's everything we've got. Using Argent Protector with your Senjin Shieldmaster is a good combo as well. As I say, it slows it down even more then when you've got a taunt out with a Divine Shield. And plus you can then Youthful Brewmaster your Argent Protector back into your hand and maybe give him another shield the next turn if he's still alive. So that's the deck. Let's see how it fares in ranked play.
Uther versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I will fight with honor.
Okay, so we're up against a mage. This is not a very good starting hand at all, but we do get to go second. So let's get rid of all of those, because we don't want them. We want slightly lower cost cards, and they haven't really given them to us. Excellent. Well, not the most desirable start, so we'll just have to hope that we draw into something that we can actually use.
Well met.
No.
Hello.
Well, we can always coin Harvest Golem in turn 2. Oh, brilliant. Well, they've obviously got the best start that they could possibly get. and we don't. So I think I'm going to... He's probably got a Frostbolt. But I don't really have much other choice. I need to put something out there, because otherwise I'm going to get so far behind. So it looks like this mage has had a fairly good start, opposed to my pretty bad start. Still, it's still early in the game, and there's still time for me to draw into some good cards. We've got a little bit of card draw. We've got a silence, so if that Mana Worm starts getting out of hand, we can silence it. We can't do much this turn. Well, I'm going to have to wait another turn before I can do anything about that. Mana Worm. unfortunately. But getting a bit of a presence, even if it's small, is better than no presence at all. I think rather than using my Spellbreaker, though, I might just use a Hammer of Wrath. Although they've used both my Frostbolts. Both of their Frostbolts, I should say. So, maybe I will. Let's see. Could have used you earlier. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to just silence that.
Your magic shall not save
To battle!
Because now that the enemy mage has used both its frostbolts, which do 3 damage, they won't be able to kill that one outright straight away. So they'll either have to use minions or other spells.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Ah, excellent. Okay, well, I think what we're going to do here is give this a shield to get rid of the Iron for Grizzly. And then I'll have 3 mana left.
I wonder.
Can't really do much with that. But I think that's probably the best.
not on my watch.
I would like to get rid of that as well, but without consecration in my hand, there's not much I can do about that right now. So
Reporting for duty.
Job's done.
I think she's probably going to want to keep that one up so that her spells cost less, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Oh, okay. It's not quite what I was expecting. So annoying. Okay. Well, we can bring him back so that we can use the silence again. We've got 6 mana. Let's get rid of you. Next time we can use that. And then, as soon as you're frozen, you can't attack anything. We'll bring you back, and then we can use you for a potential silence later on in the game. Although, I'm slowly losing health. But yeah, next turn we can consecrate. In fact, we could, if we need to, we can equality and consecrate. So we just need to get rid of all these. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do, because there's no way of getting rid of that otherwise. If I use my consecration, I don't have... If I had 1 more mana, I could have used the True Silver Champion to get rid of it.
I wonder.
But I don't. So, I think it's going to have to be an equality and a consecration. And we'll pass the turn. Got the card advantage, but I really need to do something about this lack of health, because 16 is not very good. It's only 6 away from getting...
Well played.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's only 6 away from getting pyroblasted, so I need to do something about that pretty quickly. Okay, we've got 8, so what should we do? What should we do? I think Aldor Peacekeeper and Stampeding Kodo, which will get me some board presence. That could be good.
I wonder.
I think that's probably the only way I'm going to be able to get rid of what they've got on the board and keep my board presence without taking more damage. If I take the True Silver Champion out, I could kill it with that, but I'd go down to 14 health. And I'm trying to get my health back. Trying to get my health back and not lose it. So I need to try and get some health back. Well, I think they might be searching for their pyroblast, because they probably don't have it in their hand, but they might have it in their hand now. So we need to do something about that. Oh, good. Well, that could be anything. It could be a vaporize. It could be a mirror image or mirror entity. Let's
Last warning.
Okay, well, it's not that. So it could be ice block. Could be mirror entity. Let's put down the elven archer and see if it's a mirror entity. Ha ha! Okay, let's get rid of you then. Okay, we've got 8 mana left. So I think I'm going to get the True Silver Champion out. Let's get the Harvest Golem out. Let's hit him in the face for 4. We gain 2 health. And suddenly this health gap is slowly closing. Although Flame Strike could come at any time. Oh look, called it. Oh, damn it! I should have kept my Harvest Golem back. Damn it! Didn't think about that.
I'll never tell.
Oh well.
Whoops.
Whoops. Yeah. Whoops. Okay. Well, while that's only got 1 health, I think I'm just going to take it out
For
with this.
justice.
Let's put an Azure Drake out. I've got another Consecration, and let's get the other Azure Drake out. Because why not? And then next turn, if I want to, I can use my Youthful Brewmaster to bring 1 back, so that I can draw another card. But not that one.
We have many secrets.
Okay. So, what should we do here? Well, while we have the Azure Drake up, Consecration does 3 damage, which would get rid of that. So I could hit her in the face for 4. I could use my Consecration. Which 4? That's 4 mana.
Wonder.
2 mana for this, which would be 6 mana, and then I have 4 mana left to put the Senjin Shieldmaster out. That way I have board control. I've done some damage. I think that's a good idea. Hit you for 4. Use a Consecration. Not the best use of a Consecration, admittedly. Then Youthful Brewmaster.
Drink with me, friend.
And Senjin Shieldmaster. That's bingo. Alright. That way we can use the Azure Drake again next turn, and we can draw another card. Because we could do with this, an extra card or 2. Oh dear. That's not good. For the mage, it's not good. Okay. This is your Drake. Oh, we can use that next turn. We might as well use the Swampos, because why not?
Reporting for duty.
Challenge
Hit you for
accepted.
3. And we might as well stick this Noble Sacrifice up as well, because we've got 1 extra mana just laying there. Okay, so she needs to get rid of this. So, Flame Strike perhaps? Oh, no. Oh, maybe. Still got enough mana for a Flame Strike. That would clear the board. Don't see many people rocking 2 Flame Strikes though. No, okay. Alright, well let's send in the Swampoos first in case it's a Vaporize. Nope, it's an Ice Barrier. Well, that's perfectly fine. Let's hit you for all this. And then we don't even need the lay on hands because we can Argent Commander. Oh no, we do. Oh, that was stupid. Okay. Well, it's down to 1 health. I doubt that they're going to come back from this. I could have lay on hands there and drawn 3 cards.
Truth is my shield.
I have another noble sacrifice. Okay, well let's use lay on hands now. There we go. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's use the acidic Swampooze to get rid of the shield. Let's just use equality.
Challenge
And then, boom. There we go. Done. Bit longer than some other matches. And I was fortunate that she didn't pull out a Pyroblast, because that could have been over a lot quicker if she'd had a Pyroblast. Or if she'd had another Flame Strike. But we came back from being, what, 15 points of health difference to winning the game. So, you know, it's a pretty strong deck from my experience. Admittedly, I am only I've just hit rank 15, as you've seen. So, it's not the highest ranking in the world. But at this ranking, it's doing just fine. So as I say, it's not really what I would call a low cost, because, as I say, it costs just under 2,000 dust to craft everything. So it's not really what I would class as a low cost, but if you can craft all this stuff, or if you have some of this stuff already, it's a really strong Paladin deck. And it's really fun as well. The combos with equality and the youthful Brewmasters is really cool. So there we go. That's the low-cost control Paladin deck. Let me know if you play this deck and how you get on. If you make any videos using this deck, send me a link via Twitter. I'll check it out. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.